Black Myth Wukong is a third-person Souls-like RPG where you play as a monkey trying to become a god in order to restore peace among all monkeys. After a monkey that looks like you got casted out into the battle for disobeying the gods. Set in the vast open environments, you get to explore the massive branched world of Chinese mythology, trying to get revenge for your former self. This game also has a lot of bosses, each with their unique abilities and designs. Mixing that with the good combat and the cinematography, you get this game. So the game begins with Wukong hopping on his Nimbus cloud and approaching the 12 angry men, where he's greeted by a dog who we don't fight because his master, Suguru Geto, is a massive PETA support.
Brother, I thought you were against animal cruelty. Why not monkeys?
Filthy monkey who can't even use jujutsu.
I see.
So begins the fight against a man with a health disorder. Though this is a tutorial boss, the fact that it is a major plot point makes it great. You can utilize Wukong's strongest abilities like freeze, rock hard, and clone jutsu, so you can give the finishing blow by caving his skull into his stomach. From that point, Erlang gets pissed and gets into an air stick fight with Wukong, and they clash so hard that the gods get knocked back and have to step in.
Foul monkey! Taste my ass!
Watch your jet, bro.
Look, Cyclops, I'm sure we could sort this out through a game of like rock, paper, scissors or something in the mountains, so meet me there. Little does he know I'll put fentanyl in his sandal.
And look at what's happening to the towns all over. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
So chapter 1 begins with a peach. Yeah, don't ask me why, I don't want to.
These episodes look delicious.
I should have known that peach was laced. Now you're going to die.
So after decreasing the wolf population, we make it to the safe area, where we have to make an offering by plucking our hair. That spawns our guide, Master Shifu.
When I was a child, I used to live in the hype house with my homies until the day of the fire. Here's my homie right here, and the bear was responsible for that fire. He has what you need, so you must avenge me and Wukong.
Welcome to the Forest of Wolves, where we get to find many enemy types, including exploding frogs. This is also where we get to fight our first actual boss.
Slow down,
Ah yes, my ancient still water technique. He fell for it, and now you can have it. Just don't forget that it's not permanent. Hey man, thanks for killing that guy. For that, I'll reward you by turning you into a roach.
Unlocking the gameplay of 2024, I begin to bug the enemies that don't seem to have much of a react. We're also given the ability to upgrade Wukong, where I would unlock the spin attack. That would be my most favorite attack in there. As I run into Mr. Worldwide, who seems to waddle around, I end up getting obliterated through his airbending techniques. Needless to say, this boss is no joke.
Place your bets, ladies and
Oh, a monkey. I'm sorry, but I must keep my mysterious aura, so I must kill you to impress the Huz.
In this fight against an opium member, we must dodge his unpredictable moveset that he performs elegantly, and coordinate our attacks against his double-edged toothpick. But thankfully, I'm a master at Souls games, so this isn't a problem.
I wasn't strong enough with my aura. You must inherit my Fent cart now. You are the new opium master.
Afterwards, we make it to the Guan Yin Temple. I'll be misspelling a lot even though I'm Asian. As Wukong dominantly approaches the old man, who warns him about the alpha in the arena, I blindly go in since we now have the ability to use the power of the red type. But the alpha wolf also has his hair physics, which distract me from the attacks. For some of his attacks, he will climb up the roof and pull the where my hug at, or straight up combo you. But his health is as fragile as Jack Doherty's ego, so he's easy to crack. Now we are free to explore the map, bully more enemies, and fight the frog mini. From there we encounter a human who gives us a special tube that can capture souls, which we then can use to help fight this boss who has 2 volleyballs on his head. So it is that monkey. Why does everyone call my name like it's a racial slur? I am the Waterman. Yeah, now we fight. Seeing his fast attacks, dominant stances, and believing this boss would absolutely destroy me, I was surprised to see how easy White Cloud actually is.
I have no choice. Here is my perfect form. It is a complete disappointment. I am the master of—
Yeah, shut up.
I'm wet. Meet me on the mansion so we can finish our business.
Hey kid, do you have a father? No. Well, I can teach you to be just like him. Here you go. Unlocking the ability to temporarily turn invisible, I follow the boss of the arena where he announces that he identifies as a bear, and we have to fight him in order to get the first part of Wukong. Oh no, it's a bear in a maid costume. Well, no worries, since I can use my What? Not only can this furry crash out himself, but can also control volcanic eruptions with his law-breaking weight. And ironically, you can set him on fire to deal damage. This boss also took me 30 minutes to defeat because it is almost impossible to dodge when you are fighting with his testicles.
Oh no, I must escape with our golden testicle. You will never catch me.
I apologize for my outburst. Please forgive me, Sir Monkey. I was forced by the Great Court to serve their every word. You could take the ball.
Bitch, you're going to Egypt.
Wait, what?
我抽着破烂的夹手眼槽，抽到失去所有神经，抽的。
What the fuck is he saying?
因为我真的把所
Well, you don't look well, mate. Would you like a cuppa to cheer you up? I can lend you a hand.
Welcome to Chapter 2, where we have more enemy types and a far bigger map. Exploring, we run into self-destructive enemies, Master Splinter, and archers that won't stop shooting arrows. Many bosses like this electric frog and a wild dog that needed to be put down. And to add a little spice, my gameplay made it look like I was a game journal. From there, we run into the King and Prince of the Flowing Sands, where you have to defeat one of them. And I went for the Prince because the King acted like a bitch, hiding behind a pillar and throwing shit from where he would witness his son get executed and run away. Following him, he calls upon his child, commanding him to fight us, who ends up eating him. I guess you could call it a father and son bonding moment. I then take the bridge where I meet the SCPs, Silent Hill Legs, and Radon Wannabes. Further down the path, you can meet Big X the Plug, who just came back from an after party and needs a good ice bath. He then fights us for sobering him up, and upon defeat, he leads us to a dune and gives a monologue of how this is a deserted Gotham where there's no good left. Which is when Wukong runs into a tiger who uses his fast movements and singing voice to try to stop us, but I wasn't having it with his orchestra. We then must help a normal New York rat fight off an Australian scarab and help retrieve the vessel. Afterwards, I traverse the map and run into the Music Man again, who plucks his armpit, yeah, don't ask, and gives us the ability to duplicate ourselves. And then I get to the... oh god.
Bloody hell, this beer ain't strong enough. Go bring me another one or be served to the king.
It looks like Tiger Vanguard grew up and has gotten more experience because he's annoying as shit. Describing my first playthrough, I would call it Hydrogen Bomb for Scoffing Baby, because Tiger Lung gives you no chance to think, and you must use your cards carefully and not miss. He also loves to turn hard and completely disappear, from where you have to dodge at the right moment or else suffer the X-ray treatment. He also loves to move around like it is a gymnastics, hitting acrobatic moves. In conclusion, after defeating him, Music Man gives us his power to turn hard. I already know how to do that. And then I reach a tornado where King Von awaits, and I enter one of the most difficult bosses. His moves are almost impossible to dodge because it looks like he's trying to swat flies. For phase 2, he throws the head into the air and becomes an egoist, kicking Wukong into the air and then impaling him to the ground, draining all of his health. He can also call upon his Scarab, where I didn't know how to dodge and tried running. This attack caused me so many deaths that I forgot to turn off my mic while recording. At some point, he will grab the head again and call in a mini tornado that can fly you off the ground, and I ended up getting soft locked into his attack twice because of it. About time I got my head back. Thank you, Wukong, for this. Now peace can be restored. For those who didn't understand what happened, to put it in basic terms, the rat wanted the power of Master Head to be the savior because Master Head is a bad guy. But he ends up getting brain rotted, so then Rat starts moving how King Von did in 2012. So now Wukong has to kill him in order to give back the head to Master Head, who was actually Bon Ji playing the banjo. Like and subscribe if that didn't make sense.